Hi, my name is Somnath De. On behalf of Sukhadevi, we are spreading consciousness about right to have pure unadulterated food. We talk about how to identify adulterated food, how to safeguard your family, friends, neighbors, colleagues from the ill effects of food adulteration. We also share healthy tips, news related to food adulteration, etc., on a regular basis. Today, I'm going to talk about differences between food security and food safety. While talking to many patrons of this community, I realized people are more worried about food security than food safety. My understanding is different, as food security cannot be achieved without food safety. Now let us understand what is food security and what is food safety. Now, food security, as defined by the Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) of United Nations, exists when all people at all times have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. Household security applies this concept at a family level, with individuals within households as the focus of concern, as defined by FAO in the year 2003. On the other hand, food safety refers to measures ensuring that food is free from hazards, whether chemical, physical, or microbiological, that could cause illness or harm. In essence, food safety is an essential component of food security. Food that is not safe cannot contribute to a healthy diet or the well being of a population. The intersection of food security and food safety is a recurring concern, particularly in terms of challenges faced by community organizations in meeting food security regulations and public health sector efforts to ensure that food security initiatives maintain food safety standards. A significant proportion of world undernourished population resides in developing countries, with two-thirds of them concentrated in just 7 nations, namely as Bangladesh, China, Democratic Republic of Congo, Ethiopia, India, Indonesia, and Pakistan. Notably, over 40% of these individuals live in China and India alone. Sub-Saharan Africa has highest population of undernourished individuals, with approximately 30% of the population affected. Food security is influenced by various factors, including climate change, dependence on fossil fuels, loss of biodiversity, and the use of food crops for biofuels. Despite its rapid economic growth, India continues to face challenges in food management and distribution. Agriculture accounts for approximately 17% of India's GDP, having fallen below 20% since the mid 2000s. However, in a country with a population of 1.4 billion, food self-sufficiency and employment remain critical issues, underscoring the importance of agriculture. The 1996 World Food Summit defined food security as a state where all people at all time have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. Food security has 4 main dimensions. For food security, as I defined in the slide itself, the food security objective to be fully realized, all 4 dimensions must be met simultaneously. Interestingly, none of these dimensions are explicitly mentioned. The food safety, and they are talking primarily about 4 things. Number 1, physical availability of food, economic and physical access to food, food utilization, and stability of other 3 dimensions over time. So food safety is missing from here, which I feel to be added, as food safety is one of the major components in the definition itself of food security. Now, the World Bank Group collaborates with various partners to build food system that can sustainably feed everyone by addressing food insecurity, promising nutrition, sensitive agriculture, and improving food safety standards. So it's very interesting to see that the strategy is well covered from food safety point of view. Malnutrition affects 3 distinct groups, each experiencing different forms of food insecurity, collectively referred as triple burden of malnutrition. These different forms often coexist within the same country and in some cases even within the same household. Approximately 3 billion people worldwide suffer from food insecurity due to undernutrition, micronutrient deficiencies, and excess weight and obesity. All the 3 are there, existing next to each other, as I told, in the same country, in the same family itself. Maintaining food safety requires robust regulations, effective monitoring, and consumer education. Key aspect includes the implementation of risk reduction protocols as per HACCP. HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points, a globally recognized food safety management system focusing on identifying and controlling hazards to ensure food production and consumption. Training and certification of food handlers, rigorous food testing, inspection and enforcement across the entire food production and distribution chain. While government agencies play a critical role in regulation and monitoring, consumer education remains relatively weak. As a part of our initiative at Shuddha Desi, we strive to educate consumers about food safety, empower them in making informed decisions. Here is a list of most common adulterants which has been added in our food, as adding certain chemicals for faster ripening of fruits, mixing of decomposed fruits and vegetables with good ones, adding certain natural chemical dyes to attract consumers, mixing a clay, pebbles, stones, sands, marbles, etc. in our food crops. Cheaper and inferior substances are added wholly or partially in our good ones. So net adulteration is an illegal process and it's widespread, and we add raw or other cheaper ingredients to excellent quality products to increase the quantity. Having this adulterated food is highly toxic and leads to several health issues, including certain nutrition deficiencies, diseases, kidney disorders, and failure to individuals' organ systems, including heart, kidney, liver, and even to cancer. It's very important to understand this part. Among the National Health Service and Food Research Institute, several food products have been adulterated to increase the quantity and to make more profit. The practice of adding adulterants to food products are quite common in all the developing countries and other backward countries. Here are certain safety tips to avoid adulteration. Avoid dark colored junk or other processed food. Make sure to clean and store the grains, pulses, and other food products. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly in running water before they are used. Check the seal is valid or not before buying the food products like milk, oil, and other pouches. Always make sure to check and buy products having FSSAI validated level along with license number, list of ingredients, manufacturing date of expiration, etc. Though we are publishing ways to identify adulteration at home every day at 9 p.m., so please follow the same to safeguard yourself. Food security and food safety are deeply interconnected concepts that significantly impact human well-being. Food security initiatives that fail to address food safety concerns are incomplete, while food safety measures that do not ensure adequate food access are also insufficient. So strengthening both aspects is crucial for achieving sustainable development goals, particularly zero hunger and the broader objective of improving global health. Now, thanks for your undivided attention. Requesting to spread this message of right to have pure, unadulterated food for common people with your family members, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. Wishing you a very, very healthy life ahead. Thank you.